charges.
Plus, cashing in on Florida's python problem, the new program getting rid of the invasive species. Good afternoon. I'm Brianna Arredondo in for Linda Hurtado.
And I'm Chris Cato. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday. Wild story here to start with. A man facing a series of charges after Tampa police say he stole a fire engine from a hospital parking lot and crashed it. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer live near St. Joseph's Hospital in Tampa where this began. Aaron, so tell us, lay this wild story out for us here.
Yeah, Chris, first of all, we're told that firefighters were initially responding to a cardiac-related emergency, and they brought the patient here to St. Joseph's Hospital in Tampa. Tampa Fire Rescue released images of the fire engine that was eventually stolen and then involved in an accident. You can see some of the damage on the truck and to its equipment. Investigators say that the driver of the fire engine had parked at the hospital and then stepped away for a moment to see if his help was needed with the patient. Police say that's when 59-year-old Warren Scudder got into the fire engine and drove away. We're told Scudder crashed into an SUV near the corner of MLK Boulevard and North McDill Avenue and then kept going. Investigators say officers were able to surround the fire engine and block its path a few blocks away near Poplar Avenue. Scudder was arrested and faces several charges, including grand theft, hit and run, and DUI. The other driver involved in the hit and run was taken to the hospital with minor injuries, we're told. And Tampa Fire Rescue says it's fortunate that none of the firefighters and none of the other drivers who were in this very popular area over here were injured or seriously injured as a result of what this man did. Chris?
It's just unthinkable. I mean, obviously DUI dangerous to start with, but in a fire truck, wow. All right, glad no one else was hurt in that. Thank you, Aaron.
We have an update now on a hit-and-run crash in Pasco County that seriously injured two teens. Troopers say 25-year-old Kelsey Moran did not stop when she hit the 15 and 16-year-olds on US 19. She then allegedly drove back home to Memphis, and she was arrested there and then brought back here to the Bay Area to be formally charged. Moran was booked yesterday and then released after posting bond. At last check, the two teens hurt in that crash are still in the hospital.
As expected, Tropical Storm Melissa formed over the warm waters of the Caribbean today. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado for the latest on this storm. Paul?
Chris, it's going to be around for a long time. In fact, maybe even a week from today, it could still be in the Caribbean, probably somewhere near Jamaica. It's fighting some shear, not very well organized, and the track forecast admittedly has a lot of uncertainty kind of built into it. You can see the position as of 2 o'clock. We'll get a new advisory in at 5. Top winds of 50. It's slowed down, now moving west at 14. The thing is, look at where the center is and look at all the deep convection. It's all on the east side. The forecast track, again, not a lot of confidence in this track. I mean, this is the position now, okay? And this is Sunday, where it's still near Jamaica or to the southwest of Haiti as a Category 1. So I do expect there to be additional changes. More importantly, the threat to Florida, while maybe not zero, is very, very low, as I think a trough will keep everything south of us, the islands, Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba, even the Turks and Caicos will have to watch this. And because it's going to move slowly, there may be rounds and rounds of heavy rain across the islands. Here are the computer models, still some spread, but eventually it's going to take some time. It should get picked up by a trough and accelerate northeast, but that may not happen until next week. So we get many days to track Melissa. We're tracking sunshine. Have the local forecast at 4:20. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Paul. As the government shutdown continues and it enters its 4th week, the blame game continues. This afternoon, Senate Republicans met with President Trump to talk about shutdown strategy, but both sides continue to blame the other. Today, House Speaker Mike Johnson once again said Democrats are playing political games, while Democrats are now calling on the president to get involved.
This is now the longest full shutdown in American history. And yet again, Senate Democrats voted for the 11th time, 12 times overall, when you count House and Senate Democrats, to prolong the pain and keep the government closed.
Donald Trump definitively needs to get involved. He needs to get off the sidelines.
The Democratic leader in the House says Republicans are refusing to negotiate on any Democratic demands. Meanwhile, the Republican Senate Majority Leader, this is John Thune, he says that he will talk about what Democrats want, which is the continued funding for Obamacare subsidies, but only if the government reopens first. The stalemate continues, and it comes as hundreds of thousands of federal workers prepare to miss another paycheck. And if the shutdown goes into November, it could affect SNAP benefits for millions of Americans. Those benefits, commonly known as food stamps, could be put on hold if no agreement is reached. The Department of Agriculture sent a letter to all states warning that federal funds for SNAP may soon dry up if Congress does not pass a budget or approve emergency funding for the program. That could mean delays in payments to families that rely on those SNAP benefits. The program provides help for 42 million people across the country, including nearly 3 million Floridians.
Today, Governor Ron DeSantis announced the state's progress in removing more pythons from the Everglades. It's part of a new partnership between the State Fish and Wildlife Commission and a private company called Inversa. In just the first 3 months of this program, the governor says they have tripled the number of pythons removed. And once the snakes are caught and killed, Inversa uses the skin to make everything from boots and belts to python baseballs.
They sell these things, and when they become very popular, they sell them for a lot of money. So they have an economic incentive to get every python out of here, because they can then turn that python skin into these products that then they can sell for more money. So we're harnessing the incentives of the private sector to be able to do what I think everybody wants to see, is get these Burmese pythons out of the Florida Everglades.
Yeah, python baseballs, that's definitely going in only in Florida this week. The governor says it's important that the state continue to fund projects like these to remove those invasive pythons because they are killing the native wildlife in the Everglades.
Well, students over at Idea Hope Academy are honoring the men who shaped their lives, from dads and grandpas to mentors and teachers. The school held its annual Father's Walk this morning, with students walking hand in hand through the halls there with their father figures. This event celebrates how positive male role models can help kids build their confidence and push them to do well in school. The day started with breakfast and a short program, and then a parade through campus. Members of the Men of Standards Club helped lead the way.
Just shining light on our fathers. Sometimes I know our fathers don't get their flowers all the time, but today we want to recognize them.
And students and teachers cheered those families as they made their way around the school, honoring their father figures. The Father's Walk is a part of Idea's mission to bring families and teachers together to help every student succeed.
Love to see that. Happening tonight in Polk County, speed dating in Bartow. But this is not to help people find love. Instead, this is meant to connect residents with information and build relationships between city leaders and the community. It's happening tonight from 6 until 7:30 at Front Page Brewing in Bartow. The city manager, directors, and managers of various departments will be on hand to answer questions and share information one-on-one with people who attend. It is free to attend, and it is in celebration of Florida City Week. In Pinellas County, the Pinellas Suncoast Transit Authority is celebrating the Sunrunner. It turns 3 today. According to the PSTA, the rapid transit bus route has been a big success. It says more than 2.5 million people have ridden Sunrunners since it began. And PSTA says the Sunrunner is also helping reduce crashes and congestion along the Central Avenue corridor. The Sunrunner connects St. Pete Beach and downtown St. Petersburg, and it costs the same as the regular PSTA service.
Well, coming up, a career day for hundreds of kids. The fun event helping them learn about what they could be when they grow up.